You know, as well as being the record 20th overtime game, that was also the third in a row for the Cardinals at home. And along with the Minnesota Vikings, they lead the league in overtime games this season with 4 apiece, including one against each other. All right, time for our competition now. And congratulations go out to Andrew and Sarah Beck from Bedfordshire, who won our Christmas bonus trip. They'll be in Buffalo on December the 17th for the Bills game against Miami, then off to New York for some Christmas shopping and a Broadway show. So that's the Christmas bonus trip gone, along with the double header and the triple header. So we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for prizes now. All we've got left to offer you is the Super Bowl. Pay attention for the next 90 seconds, and you could be on your way to Phoenix.
Arizona has the NFL's oldest existing franchise, the Cardinals, who kicked off in 1898 and thrived in the days when a forearm smash was still an acceptable defensive weapon. That wasn't in Arizona, of course, but Chicago, where the club spent its first 72 years. The high point of the franchise was 1947, when the million-dollar backfield of Elmer Angsman, Charlie Trippi and Paul Chrisman led them to a championship. Since 48, when they went to the title game again and lost, though, they've only made 3 playoff appearances, all of them in their next home, St. Louis. Since moving to Arizona in 1988, the Cards haven't even managed a winning season. The stadium's not doing badly, though. It's the site of Super Bowl 30, and that's where you could be heading if you know your Cardinals' history, with tickets for the big game and a week to see the rest of the Arizona scenery. Weekly winners and runners-up divide the Blitz t-shirts, official NFL jackets in expansion team colours, football CD-ROMs from Virgin, and a year's subscription to First Down magazine. And here's this week's question. How did the Cardinals get their nickname? Call 0891 444 444 and tell us whether they're named after the bird, the shade of red, or the cleric. Lines, as ever, are open until midnight on Thursday. Last week's question concerned the number of wins the Cowboys managed in their first season, and it was none. All right, time for our main game now, the New England Patriots against the Buffalo Bills. The Bills have overcome a lot this year, from Marv Levy's successful fight against cancer to the loss of several key players, like Thurman Thomas, who's since come back, and Andre Reed, who hasn't. Reed's replacement, Bill Brooks, though, has been the star of the offense, scoring 9 of their last 13 touchdowns, as the Bills have taken control of the AFC East. Another man who's a household name nowhere but his own house is Kurt Schultz. He leads the Bills with 6 interceptions, most of them at crucial moments. And while offenses are looking out for Bruce Smith, Bryce Popp, signed from Green Bay in the summer, has capitalised for 15 sacks, the best in the league. Last season, the Patriots were the surprise playoff team. This year, they've taken several steps back. Their defence, usually the strength of Bill Parcells' teams, is ranked next to last in the AFC. Drew Bledsoe's production is down because of the poor form of talented players like tight end Ben Coates. Rookie running back Curtis Martin, though, is having a great season. The Patriots are looking for the kind of late-season surge they had last year to sneak into the playoffs. Buffalo's Marv Levy was in hospital when these two met earlier in the year at Foxborough Stadium, and on that occasion Bill Parcells got a badly needed win. This one's 3 apiece as we join it with the Patriots at their own 39 late in the first quarter. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth are commentating.
Martin, a convoy of blockers, rips off about 15 yards all the way into Buffalo territory to the 45. Henry Jones and David White finally track him down with the angle, and Curtis Martin having a big first half.
He sure is, and there's some good blocking going on out there as well. Over on the right side, that time John Burke working against Phil Hansen, gets him on the ground, just open things up, and that's about the 3rd or 4th time this game that Curtis Martin has gone for more than 10 yards off that right side.
He's on Tim Biaka-Batuka pace here. He's 10 carries, 78 yards first quarter. Here's another one. This one won't get much, only a yard or 2. and could be the final play of the first quarter. Bledsoe whips this one to Gash, who does catch this one. He had dropped two earlier, pushed out of bounds around the 30-yard line by Marl Perry.
When the Patriots put their tight end in motion going away, the opposite flat is left alone. You'll see the Bills shifting their defense over and focusing on the flat to the tight end side, which is leaving a hole to the backside for the fullback of the Patriots, for Gash.
Just inside the 30, first down, New England. Ben Coates, the motion man. Bledsoe drops, fires it, and it's complete to Brisby, who holds on despite the hit by Thomas Smith. Vincent Brisby with the catch and another New England first down. That one gained 11 yards.
Boy, is it ever fun when you get a running game going as a quarterback. Now you come back with the play action fake, and instead of just completely ignoring it, the linebackers, the defensive linemen, they take a stutter step, they hesitate. Now you've got all the time in the world to throw the football, and as a quarterback, you look good.
High formation this time. The tailback Martin, fullback Gash. Give it to Martin behind the block of Gash. Cuts up. Good defense by the Bills. Down to the 15-yard line, but a short gain. Make Bruce Smith right in the middle of things, and Sam Rogers got there too.
This has become one heck of a right side of this defense over there. You've got Bruce Smith on the line. You've got Cornelius Bennett, Ted Washington, and really Sam Rogers in that last game really impressed me. He can't block everybody, but even a great tackle like Bruce Armstrong is not going to get Bruce Smith any sort of movement whatsoever.
What was that old song? If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. Bryce Popp and Phil Hansen over on the other side. Bledsoe, plenty of time, and a nice catch is made by Moore, who goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Not down by contact, apparently. He beat the rookie Marlon Kerner. Will Moore for the New England touchdown, a gain of 17.
And they're going to have a discussion. All it takes is a fingertip.
The receiver is down by contact at the 7-yard line.
Yeah.
First down.
Yeah, it only takes one fingertip to tackle a guy who's lying on the ground. The one official who was closest said there was no contact. We'll take a look. Here's Kerner, who's thrown in there because of the injury to Jeff Burris. If he got him on the toe. If he hit him, he got him on the toe. If he got a hand on his toe, then he's down, and I think that's what they're calling.
So spot the ball at the 7-yard line, first and goal, and this is where New England struggles. Martin bounces off one stack, manages to get it to the 5-yard line. Wrapped up by Henry Jones and Cornelius Bennett. Bruce Smith is there too.
Well, I know it has been a problem catching the football, but you would think now that they'll come right back to that fullback play, try and get Sam Gash out in the flat.
Send the tight end in motion one way and have him in the opposite flat?
Well, at least so far, there's been a whole backside when they've done that. Just a matter of whether or not they have the confidence that Sam Gash can make the play. He's missed two already.
He's 1 of 3 in receptions. Two tight ends, Coates and Burke. Motion from the receiver, Brisby. Bledsoe looks to the end zone, heaves it there, Coates for the touchdown. Ben Coates, only his second touchdown reception of the season, though he has caught a pass now in 45 straight games.
And watch the fullback, Sam Gash. That was exactly the play they were trying to set up. They get him in the flat. He was covered on the play, so all they do is just dump it in over the top to Ben Coates, who now is starting to look like Ben Coates again. You know, for a long time he had that injured ankle and he wasn't making any plays, but the last couple of weeks he's starting to get it done.
Matt Barr for the extra point, sends it through.
The Patriots a much more balanced team with the running of rookie Curtis Martin, and they led 10-3. On their next drive, the Bills got some good running from their rookie fullback, Derek Holmes, who powers his way for 23 yards here with half the New England defense on his back. 5 plays later, the Bills were at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
And it's intercepted. Second interception of the day by New England. This is the rookie Ty Law. He's got some blockers, puts one move on, falls down, and is down by contact finally. Russell Copeland wrestling him to the turf. Ty Law with his first NFL interception.
The Pats couldn't take advantage of the turnover though, so Kelly got the ball back and went immediately to his favourite target.
For Brooks, who makes a diving catch. The pass complete. Brooks from Kelly.
And once again, Jim Kelly drove the Bills into scoring range. Here they are at the New England 32.
Kelly for the end zone. Brooks is wide open. Touchdown. Blown coverage by Parcells' Patriots. 32 yards. Brooks all by himself. His 10th touchdown catch of the season.
If Parcells is giving it to Ty Law. You know, that's where Maurice Hurst typically plays. And Maurice Hurst got cut this past week by Bill Parcells, and Ty Law just blew it.
Tasker to hold for Christie, the extra point to tie the game. Blocked. And no good.
Buffalo's Steve Christie made amends shortly afterwards with a field goal though. So late in the second quarter, the Patriots were down 12-10 and driving in search of the half-time lead. Drew Bledsoe hit Big Ben Coates over the middle for 18 yards. And down at the Bills' 35-yard line, he was looking for Dave Meggett.
Picked off by Cornelius Bennett. Bennett down the sideline with one man to beat. Cornelius Bennett will take it for the touchdown.
100% Drew Bledsoe's fault here. He takes too long to throw the football. Here Meggett's open, he hesitates, Bennett steps in front, just a plain zone coverage, and you can forget about it. Believe me, Max Lane's not going to catch him at the end of this one.
A 69-yard return for Bennett and a 9-point lead for the Bills at half-time. Second half coming up after the break.
Amanda? What? True or false? Botticelli painted the birth of Venus.
The lady in the clamshell painting, right?
That's really cool. I'd go out with him if he were alive.
If he were alive, who wouldn't go out with you?
Look at this, come here.
Oh my.
Calypso's cool. Dividing bacteria.
Cambodia
And varied chemical composition.
Some plants are actually carnivorous.
Do you see that? Go away! Wait a minute. What if that's your older brother?
Who knows? Simon?
The new Almira will take it for a test drive.
Of course.
Alone.
Great fun to drive. Comfortable too.
Multi-link suspension.
The new Almira, the car they don't want you to drive.
In the winter, they fly south. Roger Black, Steve Redgrave, Colin Jackson, to the Australian Institute of Sport. Everything here is dedicated to the development of world-class athletes, even their diet. So together with Kellogg's, they created Sustain, the first cereal designed to help meet athletes' nutritional needs as part of their balanced diet. Light multigrain flakes, juicy sultanas, delicious apple and almonds. High in complex carbohydrates with controlled sugar and salt. Essential vitamins, minerals, and iron. Sustain, designed for an athlete's body, good for everybody. New Kellogg's Sustain.
Our price? Great idea.
We started off together years ago with this little bar selling Cronenbourg 1664. Good beer, good money. Now I tell her we retire and spend the money. South of France, Provence, little place in the country, chickens, geese. She says, people want still to buy the beer. You still must sell it. Why? Why must I work like a dog? What more does she want?
T'as bientôt fini de nettoyer le sol?
Cronenbourg 1664, the best love premium beer in France. Sorry.
The new 96th edition of the world's best-selling encyclopedia has been revised and updated for the UK. Available now on CD-ROM.
Niagara Falls, just up the road from Buffalo, Mr. and Mrs. Beck, if you're thinking of a day out during your Christmas bonus trip. Back at Rich Stadium, meanwhile, the Patriots kicked a field goal early in the third quarter to cut the Bills' lead to 6. Then Jim Kelly went back to work and went back to Bill Brooks, who was wide open again for a 20-yard gain. Then it was Kelly handing off to Thurman Thomas on a drive that took Buffalo from their own 33-yard line down to the New England 1.
Thurman Thomas dives, touchdown.
Whatever Bill Parcells said to his defense at halftime, it didn't work. And although the Bills failed on the two-point conversion, Thurman Thomas, who as you can see on the replay almost drops the handoff as the Bills lead up to 12. We pick the action back up now with the Patriots driving just inside the Buffalo half of the field at the 48-yard line.
Behind Coates, incomplete. Pass might have been deflected at the line of scrimmage.
You know, and Drew Bledsoe, they criticize him. He's not getting the ball down the field the way that he has in the past and last year. But the problem is he just doesn't have the receivers that can get down the field. And they're having to get that ball out of there now because Bryce Pop and Bruce Smith, they're starting to smell it. They're starting to think pure pass rush now. They're not thinking about the run.
And Pop did deflect that last one. Bledsoe, Brisby, diving reception right at the first down sticks. It's covered immediately by Smith. Sam Rogers put the pressure on Bledsoe. He stood in there, though, and got the ball out to Brisby.
You know, he really has a phenomenal release of the football. His footwork right now is not the best in the world. He still does a few things wrong, sort of sidearm slinging motion. But just has such a powerful arm and a great weapon, a great quarterback in the future. He just has a lot of things he needs to develop.
Martin pitches back to Bledsoe. Going for the end zone. Brisby, well covered in the pass off target. Carl Wilson kind of disrupted the play to start with as they handed to Martin, and then he pitched back to Bledsoe, but Wilson had penetration.
And really, Curtis Martin didn't take enough time selling this one. He comes up in there and just immediately flips it back. There really wasn't a lot of time. Some of the veteran running backs that you see that'll run that play, they'll take it and sort of shuffle around a little bit and bide a little time.
I don't think we need any translation.
Enough said.
Draw handoff to Martin. Shook one man, and another, and a third, and dragging tacklers to the 18-yard line. What a run by the rookie Curtis Martin.
And this is what the Patriots were doing at the beginning of the game, just ripping off big chunks of yards. They got behind and sort of got away from it. That nice punt return by Dave Meggett put them back in position in the middle of the field where they can go back to their game plan now. What they do best is have Sam Gash block and have Curtis Martin running the football, and they've been effective with that all day.
18 yards, Martin over 100 for the day. Bledsoe got it away in the tooth of the rush to Gash, and he is down to the 5-yard line. Gash holding on as Bledsoe standing in there again. Right in the teeth of the pass rush. Cornelius Bennett coming on a blitz, and Bledsoe able to complete it to Gash.
Well, that's what happened here. Cornelius Bennett was on a blitz, and ordinarily Sam Gash is there to block him, but this time he's the hot receiver coming out of the backfield. So Drew Bledsoe reads the blitz by Cornelius Bennett, just drops it out there. That would have been Bennett's guy.
Closing seconds, third quarter. New England threatening first and goal, Buffalo 5. They trail 25-13. Bledsoe's pass incomplete. I'm not sure who that was intended for. Probably Gash. He was wrapped up by Monty Brown. Brown had his arms pinned, as a matter of fact.
Monty Brown sniffed that one out. That was the same play. They're running the motion away from where they're going to try and slip the fullback out in the flat. And it's something that's been working all day. But the last time they ran the play to Sam Gash, they ran it to the strong side. In other words, just fake it one way and then just let him slip out that way. Let's see if they don't come back with a little different variation of it here.
Handed to Curtis Martin. Advanced to maybe the 3 before Perry and Evans stand him up. Buffalo leads 25-13. Bledsoe's pass complete for the touchdown to Ben Coates. Second of the day for Ben Coates. He beat Greg Evans, and Bledsoe drilled it home.
You know, Tom, on that play, there was some bozo running around on the middle of the field, and I think that some of the Buffalo Bills defensive players may have been distracted. The security ran out there. You can see them in the background escorting this guy off the field. The Patriots had no idea of what was going on.
Extra point attempt. Matt Barr scoots it through.
That pulled New England within 5, and their defense then held Buffalo on 3 straight possessions. With 4 minutes left in the game, the Patriots put a long drive together, getting more good running out of Curtis Martin. He picks up a first down here and grinding their way into Buffalo territory.
First down, New England at the 31 of Buffalo. 25-20, Buffalo leads. Bledsoe has his man inside the 20, Brisby to the 15-yard line. Bledsoe's pass to Coates, touchdown! Third of the day for Ben Coates.
Bill Parcells called for the 2-point conversion, and Bledsoe got it for him, lobbing the ball over Buffalo safety Greg Evans to Curtis Martin. That gave the Patriots a 3-point lead with less than a minute and a half to go.
That pass could have been intercepted, intended for Lonnie Johnson. Terry Ray collided with him, but I think Ray was playing the football.
Looked like a good no call there. This is where you really miss an Andre Reed, though. You know, you get a guy who's been there before, has been in some of these tough situations, just not out there for Jim Kelly.
No. Kelly throws it incomplete. Thurman Thomas, the intended receiver there, the ball a bit behind him, with Vernon Lewis defending Thomas out of the backfield and had a play on the football.
Looked like Jim Kelly was thinking Thurman Thomas was going to turn out, and instead he turned in. Oh my goodness.
Wow, right through his hands. Vernon Lewis with another Patriot drop. Kelly punts, ball left out of his hand and picked off by the Patriots. Slade, Chris Slade for the touchdown. Unbelievable.
What a turn of events in this game, Tom. We talked about it. Jim Kelly and the Bills, they had a chance to deliver the knockout punch against this team. They had the ball on the 50-yard line, went 3 plays and out, and now they pay for it. They gave Drew Bledsoe 1 too many chances, and they are going to come out of this thing with a loss.
A mass exodus from Rich Stadium now as the fans show their displeasure in mass, moving for the exits with 57 seconds left. As dramatic a turn of events as you can ever see in an NFL game. Matt Barr for the extra point.
And that was it. The Patriots do the double over Buffalo to keep themselves mathematically alive, at least, in the playoff race.
You know, Cornelius Bennett, who ran back that interception for a touchdown in the first half, is known as Biscuit. Apparently because when he was a kid, the chocolate digestives were gone almost before they were out of his mother's shopping bag. Now, of course, he could probably afford a part stake in McVitie's, but these days, Biscuit's tastes are a bit more sophisticated.
In Buffalo, the world capital of the chicken wing, food is just something you leave your seat for at half-time, which is to say people in upstate New York are more interested in football by and large than fine dining. But one man is waging a crusade to take local food presentation beyond silver foil and styrofoam. Full-time inside linebacker and part-time gourmet, Cornelius Bennett.
Today on Cooking with the Cornelius, we're coming to you from Beox in downtown Buffalo with Eric Holbeck. Eric, what are we preparing today?
Tonight we are going to prepare a cassoulet, which is a very nice French bistro type fall and winter dish.
Cooking is something that I really enjoy. It's very relaxing for me. I can come home from a tough game and I'll get in the kitchen and I'll prepare a meal.
Not always his own kitchen, though. Being a professional footballer allows Cornelius to indulge his hobby on his own weekly television show. And it's a hobby he thinks he could have made a career out of.
I think I would have been a chef because it's like being a football player. I think, you know, it's something that either you have it or you don't. I proved that I do have it on the football field, and from my cooking and from what the few people that have eaten my cooking have enjoyed it. So I think I could very well be a chef if I, you know, put my heart to it.
Welcome back to the Cornelius Bennett Show. We're out here at Chase Picken. Our special guest tonight, Bruce Smith of the Buffalo Bills. He's with us.
On the field, Smith and Bennett have been thriving on a steady diet of raw meat for years, and they were the heart of the defense that took Buffalo to 4 Super Bowls. This season, though, Cornelius has been moved from his pass-rushing outside linebacker position to the inside by new defensive coordinator Wade Phillips, and he's been aching ever since.
The biggest problem is being able to wake up on Monday mornings after the football game. Being an outside linebacker, I didn't get beat up as much because all the plays were not directed towards me. Being an inside linebacker, I'm getting hit every play. I thought it was a good move for me in my career right now. I'm getting a little older, and you know, I still like to make things happen. I don't ever want people to say I'm past my prime or whatever. So anything to keep myself looking good and to help the Buffalo Bills at the same time, I'm willing to do it.
After 4 Super Bowl defeats and failing to make the playoffs last year, Marv Levy's team was written off this season. But like a half-time hot dog, they keep coming back.
Guys, I've said this 4 years in a row, but this year, we're not only going back to the big one, we're going to win it. Yeah. No one is leaving this room until we figure out how.
I think over the years, you know, people have learned to respect us. You know, now we're getting even more respect because people are finally realizing, especially, you know, our peers, how hard it is to get to the Super Bowl.
Better give me one, too.
Hungry? Why wait?
Just once, Biscuit would like to be cooking a celebration meal instead of a consolation one come January. If he gets to the Super Bowl, perhaps they'll put Cassoulet Cornelius on the snack menu at Sun Devil Stadium for him.
Well, this is Cornelius Bennett here with Eric Holbeck at Beox, downtown Buffalo. This is Cooking with Cornelius. Thanks for joining in.
All right, this weekend takes us into the final month of the regular season. Time to look back now at the plays that merit replaying from the month just gone.
To Galloway. His speed turns the corner, and Galloway, still not done, cutting back the other way, gets a block. Galloway's in open field. He's across the 40. One man has an angle on him. A blocker's in front. Joey Galloway inside the 20. A brilliant block. And into the end zone is Joey Galloway.
Rolling right to the short side of the field, looking back the other way. He's going to get in. Hello. Flipping it. All right. Down Ernie Mills.
there.
He's got room to run. Fumbled the football. Picked up by Mark Collins. Touchdown.
After the break, the Bears' Chris Zorich doles out some Chicago hope, a man who owes his well-being to his taste in game day headgear, and a blow-by-blow account of Week 13. That's in a couple of minutes.
Hello? Steve, hi. I've checked the inventory. Here's the situation. I can do 25,000 units. I can give you the top 10 sellers in margin. I can give you the top 10 sellers in volume. I can break it down by category, by week, by store, by garment. Come in. I won't be a minute. You could double your sales. Miss, do you mind? What do you mean nobody's going to wear chartreuse? I'm going to wear chartreuse mohair. I'm wearing it now, as a matter of fact. Would you send me an email to confirm? This is very good. You won't regret it. Don't give me your life when I think of you.
Dark Zone 95, out now.
Oh, by heck, it's gorgeous.
That Gladys Orfeld